Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Kansas City Chiefs. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And when you watch Kenny Pickett play, you see a young man who got better every season in college and really blossomed in his final campaign, took his game to a new level, and made him a first-round pick in the NFL. He's the type of kid who can beat you with his mind, beat you with his arm, and occasionally with his legs. A tough...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Pickett now from the gun here. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Looking to throw, Pickett. Got an open man, it's Pickens. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, here's Pickett. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
18 yards there, down to the 18 and a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he floated one out there, incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Pickett. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So on this drive, the rookie leads him into the end zone, Charles, and that helps cancel out the points that were created on the previous drive when he threw the interception. Yeah, let's give some credit to this rookie because instead of hanging his head after his mistake leads to a touchdown, he comes back out and he's firing and made up for it. Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for two. I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time and going to give this offense better field position. And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense. Now left side on the swing pass. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out, and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play. And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He finds McKinnon, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go draw play to McKinnon. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 33 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free. And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed. And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. Butker on for the PAT. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Pickett leads his Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 16. Pickett now on first down. High throw, but the catch is made. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long and hope someone would come free.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made a play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Pickett. Throw left side complete. That's Sims. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Two minutes gone by, second quarter. Pickett back to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. Throwing now is Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey from 17 yards out. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think we'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animating.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Meanwhile, Pickett's throw into the hands of Pickens. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. Off play action, Pickett. And this one is incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. Butker's kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've come upon halftime here in KC with the Chiefs on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this third quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Another catch for Valdez-Scantling. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Kelsey on the crossing route here. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
Touchdown! Mahomes hitting his favorite target, Travis Kelsey, on the touchdown pass. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Butker now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Travis Kelsey touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At their own 17-yard line. Pickett sets up play action. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught, and the gamble pays off. They get the first.
Always enjoy a good fake, but I really enjoy it when he throws the football from punt formation. Now, you were a kicker and a punter in high school. Did you ever do that?
One time, threw to my man Tim Jones on a botched field goal attempt. Hit him right in the numbers, and Jonesy just dropped it.
Oh, the poor guy. Well, we had a fake punt here, and this guy caught it, so I think he and his friends will be okay with that one.
And he loves his play call, right? He's been waiting for this one all week long.
Been had that arm loosened up ever since they got to the stadium.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Dialing up another pass here. Pickens on the slant. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. First and 10, here's Pickett. He's got room at the 30, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Pickett to throw on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris from 10 yards out. And the Steelers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through three. That was it.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it, and the Chiefs are going to get him.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get two. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. He continues to just torch this defense. Perfect on the last drive, including his 4th touchdown pass of the game.
Similar to hitters that are in that great zone in baseball, and they say the ball looks bigger when it's approaching the plate and they're smacking it around. I think for him, the windows to throw into are wide open. Doesn't matter whether they're tight or not. He feels like it's wide open, puts it in there. 4 touchdown passes. He thinks he's going to throw a whole lot more before this one's over.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. They run once more with McCannon. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Mahomes. Throwing the out route here, and it's complete to Kelsey. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Pickett leads the Steelers up here with a fresh set of downs. At the 20. To the air on first down with Pickett. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And the Steelers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Pickett. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time for number 14. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Pickett. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Pickett, 4th down, desperation time. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Pickett will look to throw it here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
3rd and 2, Pickett. And that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL.
The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Kansas City.